Welcome back to the 2 Miles Per Hour Gaming channel. I mostly do live streams. I make some videos here and there, and I also do some form of shorts. So yeah, this is the live streams, the shorts, not very many of them, and then videos, which I'm trying to make, trying to learn how to make more of them. Hence this video, and let's get right into the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the 2 Miles Per Hour Gaming channel. I'm gonna try and hit 100 subscribers before the 7th anniversary. But before we do get into the video, I would like to sponsor slash acknowledge um Crayon, um some AI tool thing that you can create all these like pictures and logos and all that stuff. Sent hence this Discord one here. Um, because I couldn't find one out there, so I just had to use this. It's completely free, and if you want to use premium and pay for extra stuff, then you sure can do that. It's probably worth the money. Depends on you though, really. But now let's get into the video. I made a tweet on Twitter about the 7th anniversary and my predictions. And also I for a specific unit I chose that I'm most looking forward to, and kind of made like a kit concept as well, which I'm gonna read into. So before we get into that, I'm gonna ask you guys, what are your predictions for the 7th anniversary? I'm looking forward to it. It's like under a month or so until the 10th anniversary. I'm looking forward, man. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments. And what are your chrono crystals as well? How many chrono crystals do you have? I currently have about 12,000 chrono crystals, and with this Dragon Ball Saga, man, the campaign that's on currently, save your CCs. I'm trying to not summon on the Dragon Ball Saga units because that's the team I personally run on TOP, which I already have a good setup to, which I might show you guys in a future video. I don't know. But anyways, this is my predictions here. So um part one I'm thinking will probably most likely be a Legends Limited Super Gogeta and or because they might do one or both, but let's be honest, they'll probably do both of these units as they've been doing for the past few celebrations. And then so yeah, Legends Limited Super Gogeta and or Legends Limited Vegito Blue. And the Vegito Blue was the one that I made the concept kit for, which I'll get read into in a sec. So then part two is I'm thinking personally is a game's originals unit. They haven't done one for ages. The last one was like the Bardock and Goku unit that came out in part two of Legends Fest 2023. So the units I'm thinking it's either a Legends Limited Tag Freezer and Cooler unit or Shallot, however you want to pronounce it. It's cool with me. Um, sorry, excuse me, I had to cough there for a sec. And then part three is Ultra MUI Goku, which is what everyone is predicting. It's Ultra MUI Goku, without a doubt. And yeah, that's his artwork on the the right here. I love BLZ's artwork. Please check him out. I highly check him out, or rather highly check him out on Twitter or X or whatever the hell you want to call it. He he's an amazing artist. He's an amazing artist. He's been doing Zelda stuff recently, so I highly recommend checking him out. Back to the topic at hand. Um, so the kit for Legends Limited Vegito Blue, I'm about to read into that now. So then, sorry. pardon me. Um, I want him to be somewhat of a polar opposite to Legends Limited fusing Super Vegito. And what I mean by this, you know how fusing Super Vegito has the guaranteed rush mechanic where he wins and all that stuff. Well, I want fusing Vegito Blue to be the opposite of it. Yes, I want him to be the synchro unit of when Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta fuse into Vegito Blue. That's the specific Vegito that I want personally. Even though we just got one in Legends first, but anyways, back to this. Um, sorry, pardon me, had to cough again. Um, yeah, yeah. So the opposite of what I'm trying to imply here is that instead of what fusing Super Vegito does, where he wins the rush on like him rushing someone and getting the win. Oh, if it's Vegito, um the LF using Vegito Blue, if he's getting rushed by someone, if he's getting rushed by someone, then if he obviously if you get picked, if you pick the opponent, then you're safe, you're cool, it's all draw, yada yada yada. Um, but if I lose that pick, if I lose that pick against the opponent that I'm getting rushed by, then he, reverses that and then inflicts the damage onto the opponent. When getting rushed by someone, you inflict that damage back to them. But it will do like half damage, just like fusing Super Vegeto's Rising Rush mechanic thing. His elements. I want his element. I personally would choose blue because blue is my favorite color. But if we are being realistic here, I personally think that he should be yellow because there is every other color of Vegito blue already being used. Like the LF Vegito blue, he's blue. um, transforming Vegito blue, he's green. The sparking Vegito blue, which is he's purple, and then Ultra Vegito blue. He's my goat. He's red. um, the type, I always say I want him to be melee type. It's just what I prefer personally. Is the type of playing style that I prefer. Plus, he just throws hands, man. He throws hands. He clashes and every time Zamasu throws one at him, Vegito comes back and like to counter attack him and all that crap. That was a fun episode. That was a fun episode. Um, yeah, and then his unique gauge. I want him to work similarly to Ultra Super Sync Full Gogeta, like with how it counters and the untouchable gauge and all that stuff. But the difference is that I want him to deal damage along with it already, countering everything else type thing, like UG Force. Um, and then his cover change, want him to have a universal cover change. But then I want him to his animations. I want it to be just like Ultra Vegito Blues, um, like the green card on his the strike arts and the blast arts. Um, because the animations looks good and stuff, and I wanted to show the animations for when he does it. But I'm like I was spending a few hours on this tweet, which couldn't be was tired, it was late, and couldn't be bothered to do more. But you know what I mean. If you know, you know, right? Um, and pretty much what every unit gets in their base kits, their base, you know, on entry, all that stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. He has the base stats, the key recovery to draw speed, all of the card costs down. on entry, the whole draw on cards on entry, key on entry, card on all that stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain too much or elaborate too much on that one. Excuse me. And then pre-fusing. So this is Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. So I want for Vegeta's color change, I want it to be strike, so it's the opposite of what Vegeta is with the fusing Super Vegito, where his color change is blast. I want Vegeta's for Vegito Blue to be strike, and then same thing with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I want his cover change to be blast instead of strike. Obviously, again, the opposite of what Fusing Super Vegito is, which his cover change is strike, but then for Super Saiyan Blue Goku, I want his cover change to be blast. And then obviously everything else pre-fusion is self-explanatory, element yellow, melee type. And I want his gauge to be the gauge type that fills up by using arts cards and whatnot. So the melee offensive gauge. You know what I mean, right? And then yeah, everything else is self-explanatory. Everything else is self-explanatory. And I've already asked you guys about this earlier on, but how many chrono crystals do you guys have saved for the seventh anniversary? I have 12,000 saved already. And what? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on about this. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Um, this is 2 miles per hour signing out. Peace.